Dear students, in engineering physics today we are going to start a chapter quantum physics, and in quantum physics today we will see de Broglie hypothesis and matter waves. Students, we know every material consists of number of particles, and when this number of particles moving in one direction, then there is a formation of beam, and this beam is said to be beam of material particle. Scientist de Broglie noted that this beam of particle possess wave-like characteristics. So here, Mr. Look once again, beam of material particle must possess wave-like characteristics, and these characteristics are similar to light wave, means interference, reflection, refraction, diffraction, etc. And after this, scientist de Broglie concluded that there must be a presence of wave near to material particle. Means consider this, here is a moving particle and this moving particle, so ऐसा consider करो कि ये moving particle है, then near to this moving particle there is a presence of wave. तो इस तरह की wave वहाँ पे present है, ऐसे साइंटिस्ट डी ब्रॉगली ने प्रूव किया एंड डिफरेंट एक्सपेरिमेंट से भी प्रूव किया. सो हियर मीन्स द आफ्टर दिस वी कैन राइट डेफिनेशन फॉर दिस वेव एसोसिएटेड विथ ए मैटर पार्टिकल इज कॉल्ड मैटर वेव. सो रिमेंबर द वेव which is associated with a moving matter particle is called a matter wave, and this wave is present only for moving particle. If particle is at rest then wave will not be there, means the जब particle move होता है तो at that time only there is a wave associated with it. So here means the wavelength of this wave is called as de Broglie wavelength. Means उस wavelength को wavelength of that wave, that is a matter wave, is named as de Broglie wavelength, and equation for this is lambda is equal to h upon mv. Now here mv means we can write this mv as a p because it is equal to momentum, and that's why here lambda is equal to h upon p, where p is equal to mv is the momentum of a particle. Here m is mass and v is velocity of a particle. Now here just now we have seen equation for de Broglie wavelength, that is lambda is equal to h upon mv. So this equation can be derived with the help of some equations. तो वो equation है, उसके लिए हम कुछ equations का help लेने वाले हैं. First equation is that E is equal to h nu, that is the energy of photon. आप लोगों को ये equation पता ही है, E is equal to h nu, that is energy of a photon. Similarly, Einstein's equation also we know, so that also equation of energy, that is the E is equal to mc square, Einstein's mass energy relation. Now students look here, means here there is a in first equation and in second equation left hand side is common, that is E, and that's why we can equate both these equations in this way, that is h nu is equal to mc square. If we take help of again one more equation, that is p is equal to mc, that is momentum of a photon, and if we divide this equation, means the h nu is equal to mc square by mc, then we will get such a type of equation, that is h nu upon mc is equal to mc square upon mc. So once again look here, means the here is our equation. After equating we got this equation, and divide this equation by mc, that is p is equal to mc, then we will get such a type of equation. Now after simplification equation becomes like this, h nu upon p, just we can write p instead of mc, so that's why here it is written, and after cancelling common terms we get like this, h nu upon p is equal to c. The same equation we can write in this way also, h upon p is equal to c upon nu is equal to lambda. and c upon nu is equal to lambda, that is the equation of frequency. So you learned this equation, so we can replace c upon nu by lambda and we will get equation of de Broglie wavelength, and that equation, this equation, that is the h upon p is equal to lambda, is called as the de Broglie wavelength equation. ओके तो समझ में आया सब लोगों को. सो हियर यू रिमेंबर दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इक्वेशन, h अपॉन p और h अपॉन mv is equal to lambda, which is called as a de Broglie wavelength equation. Now let's see some important properties of matter waves. Now matter waves means what, that we have seen the wave associated with a moving particle. means अगर ये particle है, suppose that here is a particle, and when this particle is moving, then wave is associated with it. So this for this wave there are some properties that we will see now, and we will see only important properties. So the first property we can write easily with the help of this equation, lambda is equal to h upon mv. तो अभी अभी हमने ये इक्वेशन देखा है, lambda is equal to h upon mv, and with the help of this equation we can write easily two properties, because here mass and velocity is there. तो here यहाँ पे देखो, means in this equation h is a constant. h क्या है, ये Planck's constant है, and we can write this equation in this way now, lambda is inversely proportional to mv. So m means what, mass of material particle, and v means velocity of a particle. So here we can write easily one conclusion or one statement, that is, if mass of a particle is greater, then lambda will be, or wavelength is smaller. So here this is our first property, as lighter the particle, greater is its wavelength. Okay, similarly we can write second property also. Here is the de Broglie, by using de Broglie wavelength equation, lambda is equal to h upon mv. Same equation we can write in this way, lambda is inversely proportional to mv, and velocity, if v is the velocity, means smaller the velocity, greater will be wavelength. Now third property, velocity of matter wave is called as phase velocity. means the matter wave की जो velocity है, so that velocity is called as a phase velocity. Now students remember, means here in this equation there are two velocities, vp. vp means velocity of a matter wave. ये जो matter wave है उसका velocity क्या है, vp, and v means velocity of a particle. means both these velocities are not same or not equal, and that's why equation is vp is c square upon v. So here means this phase velocity or matter wave velocity depends on velocity of a particle. इस matter wave का velocity matter wave का velocity particle के velocity पे depend है, and that's why it is not a constant, as the mass of particle is different for different materials, and that's why matter wave velocity is not a constant. So this is our third property. Now next property is that matter waves are not electromagnetic waves. Students, you know electromagnetic waves means what, waves which are associated with the electric field and magnetic field. But matter waves are not like this. These are not every time associated with the electric and magnetic field. So that is why matter waves are not electromagnetic waves. Now next property is that matter waves are not mechanical waves. These waves cannot travel through vacuum. Matter waves are hypothetical waves. Means we are not able to see these waves, and that's why these waves are hypothetical waves, and these waves cannot travel through vacuum. So mechanical waves के बारे में आपको पता ही है, but these waves are not mechanical waves. Next property is that wavelength of matter wave depends on the energy of matter particle. Wavelength of matter wave depends on energy of matter particle. So here this statement we can prove with the help of simple equations. So we know equation of energy, that is half mv square. Now if we divide this equation and multiply this equation by m, मतलब राइट हैंड साइड को अगर मल्टीप्लाई एंड डिवाइड करते हैं m से, then how will be that equation? So equation will be like this, is the E is equal to m square v square upon 2m. मतलब जैसे हमने m से मल्टीप्लाई किया एंड डिवाइड किया तो क्या हुआ, इज द इक्वेशन इज like this, m square v square upon 2m or p square upon 2m. Means same equation we can write in this way, that is p square is equal to 2me. If we take 2m to left hand side, then equation becomes like this. Or if we want to write equation only for momentum, then equation will be p is equal to square root of 2me. Now substitute this equation, that is the value of p or equation of p, in de Broglie wavelength equation. So de Broglie wavelength का equation क्या है जो अभी हमने देखा है? Yes, lambda is equal to h upon p. So substitute value of p from this equation, that is square root of 2me. Then equation is like this, h upon square root of 2me. So in this way we can say that is the wavelength of matter wave depends on energy of a particle. By this equation we can prove that wavelength of matter wave depends on energy of a matter particle. So students, these are only important properties. So you remember, means from this lecture you remember that matter waves are waves which are associated with the moving particle, not a rest particle, moving particle, and these waves are hypothetical waves, and these waves are with some important properties which we have seen just now. Okay, thank you.